here I've done the water effect on the big board. As you can see, it looks really good. And I've just got a plain white iced cake that I've placed towards the back of the board because we're going to do a nice flower arrangement at the front here. So now we've got to stick our wonderful plaques on. So here I've got some royal icing in this bag. And what we're going to do, we're going to pick out our plaques. Now we turn it round and we start at the back first. Now pick out the worst plaques to go towards the back. And I'm going to squeeze some royal icing out on there, like so. And then we just gently push. And there's the first one stuck on. So it's really easy to do. We're going to overlap them. Can you see? Just push them. Make sure they are right against the cake. And as I said before, they are slightly bendy. Make sure they are overlapped, like so. Doesn't that look lovely? So we keep going. Make sure one doesn't move when you put the next one on. Sometimes that does happen. And as we turn round. So we keep building up. Make sure it's pushed in at the front as well. As I'm looking down, I'm making sure there's not a huge gap there. Now this would look really good if you did it on chocolate. If you used white chocolate and did the water droplets, it would look stunning. Now it won't work on direct chocolate because this is actually water-based colour, but it will work on your modelling chocolate. So there's an idea for you. Okay, so let's stick this to the one on, the scary trees. And we keep going. And I think this will be the last one. But with this one, if we just tuck it behind there and then overlap on the other side, and that will slot in just beautifully. And then if I spin that round, that looks really good against the water effect board that we've done. That's looking lovely. Now what I'm going to do is some droplets on the top of the cake. So it's exactly the same as what we've done, but I'm doing this last because we can cover in all of these white bits then going around the edges. We don't want to see this white in here, so I'm going to colour that now. Now what I must do, bring my airbrush over, I must make sure that there's no colour in there. So we make sure all the colour's out, and we put our red, we put our blue in. I'm just going to spray, make sure that's clean, and then we can spray over the top of our cake. There we go. So keep adding. Now never overfill your colour well here. If you overfill, you'll end up with it spilling out and you'll make an awful mess. So try not to do that. I'd rather go back and fill it as much as I can. So, and I'm putting about 10 drops in there maximum as I'm working. And again, you can go as dark as you want, but I also want to catch these little areas down here. So I'm just focusing on that little bit at the moment. Going in between. Can you see the white is now disappearing? And because this is an underwater effect, it hasn't all got to be the same shade. You can do some bits darker, some bits lighter. A little bit more. Just to make sure I'm getting where I need to be. Okay, I'm happy with that. There we are. Now as you can see, because I've just airbrushed that, can you see it's gone a little bit shiny? Now that will dry and it will go matte. It will end up going exactly the same as the board, so I'm not worried about that. But if you do ever want a glaze on your cake, you can buy spray glazes which you just spray over the top. Never put your glaze through an airbrush because it will end up ruining it.